It seemed that Bubba wanted you to show off your skills by killing creatures. It wasn't until you killed the bristle branch that had become a life slave that he confessed that he was actually worried that you might be too young to deal with the creatures. Hearing that, you wondered how old Bubba was. You killed the spit bloom face that was blocking the way for Luba, who wanted to collect herbs. Luba said that she collects lots of herbs when she comes out, because there are too many life slaves outside. She said she could give you some. You felt that your heart was filled with Luba's pure goodwill. You defeated the revived tree nailer in order to bring the venom bark that Bebe was looking for. But Bebe seemed to believe you had a special secret and thought that you humored the tree nailer to bring the bark. You had to make up something to not destroy Bebe's childhood. Robu was worried about what had happened, saying that the Simises, who had recently gone out to gather herbs, did not return. The traces of the violence inflicted on the Simises were left in the plains. You followed the trail, and you finally found several Simis corpses hanging from a tree, and you were shocked beyond words. Informant Frode was out on Simiswamp to find source material for an article. He was looking for a document containing the personal oath of the knight who swore allegiance to Romalda. After trial and error, you found the knight's oath that Romalda's attendant was carrying. The following line intrigued you. I offer my master the heart of an immortal rose. You, my destiny, and the world tread on the rest of my life and be infinitely beautiful.
Just need to transfer the energy from this crystal to the child. Correct? Don't worry. Liet wouldn't just abandon a sick child. It's faster to reach Nivis Mountains by going through the swamp rock cliff. I'll take good care of the child, so don't get sick until then, human.
This is bad. How can we find Salvus in the vast Nivis Mountains? Should we just go to the militia camp and ask Prince Favina directly? What should we do? I'll follow your decision.
You left Weeper behind at Simis Swamp and headed to Nivis Mountains. The best option you had was to believe in Kuruku and the Simises and pray for Weeper to get better. As you passed the cliff, you thought about what Pan said. The pagans spread the plague, and if Salvus was a pagan, there was no need for him to save the myrrh tree, which is used to treat the plague. You continued your journey and reached Nivis Mountains. The vast snowfield felt as if it had all sorts of hidden knowledge to share, but at the same time, the cold silence reminded you of the unforgiving environment.
Was this here before? I don't recall seeing this camp. I don't think the militia would make something like this. Huh?
Who are you?
Oh, you are the Ruin Hunter I met in Calicorda.
You carried the fatally wounded Weeper and hurried to Simiswamp. Weeper barely made it through with the help of the Simises, but he was still very weak. Kuroku suggested making a decoction for Weeper, so you asked Liet for help and asked the other Simises for directions towards the herbs. The first ingredient was Devil's Bush Skin, which is said to be effective in reducing pain. Murray, who was in charge of the route, said that life slaves appeared in Simiswamp after the red moon rose, and told you to always be careful outside the village. The second and third ingredients were licorice and myrrh tree leaves, respectively. In the process of finding the myrrh tree leaves, you found that the myrrh tree you saved when helping Salvis had grown thick. You were reminded of your memories with Salvis, and those memories made you lonesome. Favina said that he should go first because of life slaves that appeared near the militia camp. You handed over the Tears of God to him for the greater cause, but Pan seemed to be hurt. Meanwhile, you went to get the last ingredient for the herbal decoction, the Burnett. You were shocked to find the corpse of a Simis hanging from a tree in the deep Nightmare Forest. Upon hearing what the Simises had faced, Liet suspected the culprit was a nearby Primal Simis tribe. He wanted you to find a strong entity leading the Primal Simis and deliver a warning message. You found a remnant of Ramalda, who had previously led the plague of Simiswamp, had revived. You killed it and returned to the village. Due to the nature of the Simises being a homogeneous race, Liet told you that rather than Ramalda's flowers, a Simis with extraordinary strength and size would be leading them. Pan mentioned the possibility that the Simis that Liet was talking about was a Titan creature. He asked you that if you found the Tears of God, to use them on Weeper. As you moved forward, you witnessed a scene where Favina's militia, who you thought had already left for the Nivis Mountains, brutally murdered the Simises. Your heart was heavy in anticipation of Liet's reaction. As you had expected, Liet was very angry. Pan said that Salvis would not have saved the myrrh tree if he had been a pagan, and tried to confirm the truth of whether Salvis was a pagan. However, Liet was very angry and insisted on finding Salvis somewhere in the Nivis Mountains and asking him directly.
What brings you here? I didn't see your name on the list of rune hunters Captain Kristen gathered. You are looking for someone, and you don't seem to be willing to tell me whom. Well, that might be wise. It's better not to trust anyone until you're certain. If you need a place to stay, you can use this place. This is a temporary camp, and we will be leaving soon.
How can he order rune hunters to gather at Nivis Mountains when Calicorda is being overwhelmed by the life slaves? Is there something more important than Calicorda to the captain? I really don't know what's going on. Do you have any clues? I'm hoping I'm not the only one who's confused. Even if I am, don't tell me that I'm the only one.
I didn't know our encounter from Calicorda would lead to another meeting like this. We are waiting for directions as per Captain Kristen's orders. Not all of the rune hunters arrived, so we are actually behind schedule. Can I ask you to go out and see if there are any rune hunters struggling to get here? The terrain is really complex around here, so it's easy to get lost. It will be particularly difficult for Lewin.
I haven't seen your face before. Are you a new rune hunter? I'm Walder, a short-term hired hunter by Leon. I'm working with her on the condition that she and her party will solve the food problem while staying at the camp. Anyway, since you're here, it would be nice if you could lend me a hand, especially seeing how I'm working alone. From the nearby trap, take out the animal that will be used as today's rations. And of course, it's your responsibility to clean and trim it, all right?
I'm freezing to death. I'm literally becoming frosty. I've been wandering around here for half a day. I was told to come here, so I did. But is there really something out here? What? Leon and Opika are here? Whoa, does that mean I actually came to the right place? Oh man, I never thought I'd find the way here all on my own. Thank you for the escort, Rune Hunter. I'll see you at camp.
I knew it. I'm certain the other rune hunters are having trouble finding their way here. If Lewin is here, that means Verder is coming. I wonder where Verder is.
I'm worried about Verder. We were together until the temple, but I lost my way in the middle, and I'm certain that Verder is still looking for me there. We've always been like that. Rune Hunter, can I ask you to find Verder for me? I can't let my friend freeze to death in a place like this.